big Rob Zombie fan?
I actually am. I will defend him.
Well, you're gonna have to right now. Defend Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie has more formal and thematic ambition than virtually every other director working in American horror right now. He takes the slasher film and transcends it by actually adding actual drama and in characterizations that are far more interesting. And I kind of like his soundtracks. Good dad rock.
I don't know if I can go along with that, but okay.
It's night number 5 of Midnight Madness, and tonight's film is The Lords of Salem, which is Rob Zombie's new one. And I'm super excited for this one because I am a huge Rob Zombie fan ever since House of a Thousand Corpses. Tonight's film is all about the residents of Salem, Mass, and they get visited by a coven of 300-year-old witches. And that sounds pretty awesome to me. It stars Rob Zombie's wife, Sherry Moon Zombie, and you may have seen her in pretty much every one of Rob Zombie's movies and music videos. She's pretty creepy in House of a Thousand Corpses. Oh, and Patricia Quinn, who is Magenta in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, is also in it, so that's pretty awesome. So the lineup's around the block, and this is like the first real horror movie of Midnight Madness. And of course, there's gonna be lots of Rob Zombie fans, so let's go talk to them.
I've been here, maybe 3-4 years. I've been coming out to Midnight Madness. Yeah.
What was your favorite film thus far of all the years?
Martyrs.
What made you come out to Midnight Madness?
My friend was buying tickets and I saw that Rob Zombie had a movie out and I'm like, let's go to see Rob Zombie.
Is that what brought you out tonight, Rob Zombie?
Yeah.
Do you like his other films?
Yes.
What's your favorite?
Mine most recently was the newest Halloween. I know it's a new one, but I still love it.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
Probably The Devil's Rejects.
That's a good one. It's a real good one.
Devil's Rejects or Halloween 2, probably.
I've actually been waiting for this movie for a long time. It's Rob Zombie. I love him. So, yeah.
Yeah, like this is the first time he's even like premiering it anywhere, like no trailer or anything, just posters. So I just really want to see what it's all about, basically.
I'm waiting to see how the plot kind of plays out because I've read stuff online, so I want to see how he worked it into the film and how it's going to make an interesting film. So
I actually am tabula rasa. I don't have a lot of preconceived notions of what it's going to be like. We'll just go in and see how it goes. I'm actually really interested in the Q&A. I often hear really great tidbits there, so I know everybody likes to see the movie, but I really like those inside scoops as well.
Hi everybody, I'm Bernadine Shelbourne and I have been doing Midnight Madness for I think it's now 16 years. My first movie was Frankenhooker, which is a cautionary tale on the use of lawnmowers. I like really violent, weird films, and most of my friends don't, so it's just great to be able to sit in an audience with 1,200 other people who like the same shit I do. What's really great about the Midnight Madness is it's about the movies. People want to see the movies. Everything else about TIFF, it's about the celebrities. We are the cinephiles. We're cooler because it's Midnight Madness.
We've been working at the Underground. We're kind of actually preparing to do our final screening coming up on Sunday, September 16th. We're showing Night of the Comet and Martin Scorsese's Last Waltz, both on 35mm, the way they're supposed to be shown. We're going to be playing Last Waltz loud. It's going to be a really, it's going to be a good final send-off for the Underground. We're going to be giving away prizes. We're going to be having, hopefully, people dancing in the aisles. It's going to be a true Irish wake.
I heard a rumor that you directed your own feature film.
I did, yeah. It's called Deadline. We shot it in February and March of this year, and it's being edited right now. I'm actually going to see the first rough cut in about a week from now. I'm really excited for that.
Great.
And hopefully it'll be in next year's festival circuit, so look for a Deadline.
Are you a huge Rob Zombie fan?
Oh, big, yeah. The first week of the Underground being open, the first night I ever missed was because I went to go see a Rob Zombie concert.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his, and actually went on Rue Morgue Radio and spent 2 hours debating Stuart Andrews about Devil's Rejects, and won because I thought it was such a good film. This is probably the only thing of TIFF I'm going to see. I was just going to there was no way I was going to miss Rob Zombie's new film.
Hope to see you in Greece, sir. Yes, one of these days.
So a lot of people give Rob Zombie a lot of flack for his Halloween movies. What do you think about that? Can you defend him at all?
Well, I really like how he put a backstory to how Michael actually became a mass murderer on it. And the childhood story was very cool for me to look at and learn.
Well, I think it's like anything else. If someone else does someone else's song, you can have your own interpretation of it, and I don't see why people critique that. Myself, that's my opinion of it, because it's his artistic license to take liberties, because ultimately that is, no one piece of art just belongs to one person. Everybody has their own take on it, so that was my perspective on it.
Either way, he tried something to do. He tried to do something original, which, like, even if you didn't like it, at least he tried. Like, it's better than just remaking the same movie, like Psycho or something.
Good evening and welcome to Midnight I've been trying to get this man on stage for years now because clearly he's like a patron saint of Midnight Madness. He loves genre films, he loves scares, and of course, he rocks. Put your hands together for the director of the Lords of Salem, Rob Zombie! So let's start this day with one big fuck yes, Satan! Let's watch it.
Rob Zombie's Lords of Salem. The Q&A is going on right now as we speak. I'm ready to talk for 1 minute.
Excellent. So, 1 minute critic with Kurt Halfyard. Are you ready?
I am.
60 seconds on the clock, starting now.
One of the first questions in that Q&A for that film was, what just happened? I don't understand. And Rob Zombie's answer to it was, mission accomplished. And really, that's not necessarily a bad thing. When the movie's a fever dream, it's fine. Like, there's some great images in the last 20 minutes of the movie, and there are like little things spackled throughout the movie, but there is a lot of unnecessary fiber holding that thing together where not much is going on whatsoever. So really what it boils down to, do you want to invest an hour and 40 minutes of your time for 20 minutes of good imagery and not much else, other than a lot of cameos of famous actors? There was Meg Foster was in the middle of there, and that warmed the cockles of my heart to see her as a witch. But I must admit, there is not much out there except for maybe a few good tunes. Don't know what else to say. I really wish Rob Zombie would sort of get his act together in terms of the editing part of the film. Like, there's no doubt he can craft images. It's just editing them together in some sort of satisfying whole, or some sort of narrative, or something that justifies the climax and not just a bunch of unnecessary, endless plotting.
Right. So what's coming up tomorrow? Do you know off the top of your head?
I believe it is the Chilean earthquake horror movie called Aftershock.
That's right. Maybe Eli Roth will be in attendance.
I believe he wrote and stars in it, so I believe he will be here, yes.
Fantastic. All right, well, we'll see you all tomorrow night then for Aftershock.
Cheers.
Thanks, Kurt.
No problem.